Welcome back to CruiseAway, everyone. Wonderful to have you with us. And I want to wish you now Merry Grinchmas, as Carnival has announced this year's special Christmas-themed cruises for July on the Carnival Splendor. So we're moving Christmas to our winter and transforming the ship. There are 5 different Grinchmas in July cruises you can take with or without the family, ranging from 3 to 12 nights. It's going to be huge fun with lots of festive features. The whole ship will be decorated for Christmas, and I'm telling you now that I want to come with you on any one of these offers. They look amazing. Looks absolutely fantastic, this, doesn't it? This is your chance to have that little bit of Christmas at a time of the year which is completely not Christmas. Well, listen, if royalty can have 2 birthdays, we can have 2 Christmases, right? So this is going to be absolutely amazing. Let me take you through some of the offers, because remember, as you just saw there, the ship is going to be completely and utterly redecorated for Christmas. There'll be special Christmas games. Of course, there'll be special dive-in movies, including The Grinch That Stole Christmas, of course, in the dive-in movies up on the top deck. It's going to be brilliant. So let's take one of these then, shall we? It's 9 nights, Grinchmas in July to the South Pacific. Happens on the 30th of June, bizarrely. So it's Carnival Splendor. We're on board in Sydney. Ah, my word. Lucky, lucky us. Carnival Splendor just looks absolutely fantastic. I mean, what fun. I mean, add Grinchmas to it and it is going to be even better, let me tell you. The kids are going to have a great time, of course. You've got the Waterworks Park, as you saw there. You've got loads of things that go on up on deck as well. And they happen randomly as well. They'll have like a mega deck party. Now, add Christmas to that and it's going to be even better, isn't it? Entertainment every night of the cruise, of course. Playlist productions. You've got Punchliner Comedy Club, some of those for the family, some of those adult only as well. It's going to be brilliant. The kids are going to love it, beside everything that's going on for Christmas, which is going to completely and utterly... Oh, I've just thought of something, actually. The kids are going to need a second load of gifts, aren't they, for Christmas? But that's fine, because we're all on a cruise, so it'll be fine, won't it? No problem at all. It's going to be absolutely brilliant. You've got so many things that you can all do together. The kids are going to love the rope works, of course, up there. Loads of different food options as well, whether you want grab and go or whether you want the full shebang. Of course, mum and dad can go and disappear for somewhere nice and quiet and away from everything that's going on. But the Christmas events are going to be really, really good. And you can expect turkey and mince pies on your Christmas lunch as well, which is going to be absolutely brilliant. I love the idea of this. It's just one of those, I mean, listen, it's winter here. At that time of year. So let's go and enjoy Christmas all over again. So we join Splendor in Sydney. We've got 9 nights. We've got 2 days at sea out to New May. Stunning white sandy beaches out there, of course. Many different water sports activities. Then we're off to Mystery Island. Again, great for water sports. Snorkeling there as well, you might want to do. Diving. And then we come for another call back into New Me, where we can treat ourselves. Well, it is Christmas after all, so we get a second little visit into there. Actually, do you know what? This cruise, with it being 9 nights, of course, then it comes back into Sydney. But this is all about what is going on board. This is less about where we're going and more about what we're doing, because this is great family time, let me tell you. So, are you ready to take Grinchmas in July. It's going to be absolutely brilliant. And if you book it now, we'll include up to 400 Aussie dollars on board credit per cabin, which will be amazing. And your price tag, oh, well, look at this, for 9 nights of cruising. Remember, it's specially Christmas themed as well. Look at that. 789. That's as easy as 1, 2, 3, isn't it, really? 789 right now, and if you book it right now, we'll also include up to 400 Aussie dollars on board credit per cabin as well. How incredible is that? Now, if we want to upgrade on the cruise, let's go and have a little look at the upgrade prices. So if you want to go up to Ocean View, you want to go up to balcony, or you want to go up to a suite even and really treat yourself. Roll out the mince pies. It's Grinchmas. It's going to be absolutely incredible, let me tell you. So call us right now. 1300 306 134 is the number to call. It is toll free. And remember, the sooner you get that booked, the more chance of you getting that onboard spend as well, which is brilliant. Up to 400 Aussie dollars on board to spend. Now, you can spend that on things like specialty dining. You can spend it on treating yourself. I mean, after all, it's Christmas all over again, or Grinchmas, I should say. Do you know what? It's going to be absolutely fantastic. We'll take another look at the Grinch wandering around the ship in just a few moments, but let me give you another one of these offers. A cheeky little 4-night Grinchmas in July right now, going to Moreton Island. Goes on the 9th of July, and let's get back on board Carnival Splendor, because she will be all geared up and ready for Christmas. Of course, the Grinch himself will be there, taking time out, especially from a very, very busy diary, to be there. There's going to be a massive Christmas tree with lights, baubles, and apparently somehow they're going to make it snow for real. I don't know how that happens at all. You're going to have to take this cruise and find out. It's going to be brilliant. As I mentioned before, you'll get the special dive-in movies. The festive films will be there, including How the Grinch Stole Christmas. And I had never seen it. I had to ask a few other people about the whole story of the Grinch. But apparently it's a happily ever after, isn't it? The Grinch was dead against Christmas, and then a little child somehow completely melted the Grinch's heart, and now the Grinch loves Christmas. Hence the special cruises that the Grinch is now organising. There's also going to be things like festive outfit competitions as well. So what you've got to do, this is your challenge if you're going on one of these cruises, you have got to find the most revolting, outrageous Christmas sweater that you can find anywhere. I know you'll have fun on the internet getting one of those in preparation. Maybe there's one in the wardrobe right now that you're thinking that would be perfect, because it could win you a prize while you're on board as well. Of course, all these wonderful things that you're seeing right now, you'll be enjoying on your carnival in Grinchmas. And this is going to be a brilliant little 4 nights away, isn't it? Going out of Sydney on this one. We've got a day at sea, and we're going to Tangalooma on Moreton Island. It's going to be brilliant. So many activities there. Dive the wrecks. You can parasail there. Segway. There are loads and loads of different things that you're going to be able to do on Moreton Island as well. And look, you can see right now, it's a beautiful, beautiful place. Lovely to get away. Remember, you're celebrating Christmas, so this is really something to do. If you holiday with friends, this is brilliant. Let's do a Christmas cruise in July. Let's just throw it out there and do something completely and utterly different. There's so much there. You can hand feed the dolphins on Moreton Island as well. It's just beautiful. Lovely, lovely place. So that's where you're going to be cruising out to, and then back, of course, into Sydney. So a cheeky little 4-night cruise, and we've got an extra special, of course, right now. The reason we're talking to you about this now is because not only will we all love to do Grinchmas in July, but how about a little bit of onboard spondoolie? Up to 200 Aussie dollars of onboard credit per cabin if you book this right now at this incredible price tag. And a Happy New Year! Look at that! $575 per person right now. Now that's straight away. Listen, if you are not going with a family, if it's just you two as a couple, Fantastic. Go away and have a cheeky little Christmas. Go and have the turkey, the mince pies, the trimming, the Christmas pud, all of that on a fabulous cruise with the Grinch. There's going to be such a lovely atmosphere on board. But if you've got the kids, the grandkids with you, different members of the family, what a great way of getting everyone together right now. Let's look at the upgrades in terms of your cabins on board. Inside price, of course, at $575. So there are the prices if you want to go up to ocean view, to balcony or to suite on this one. Absolutely fantastic. And don't forget, of course, booking it right now will get you up to 200 Aussie dollars on board spend per cabin, which is incredible. I think that's great, don't you? Because, you know, that's treating yourself, isn't it? That's going to be a bit of specialty dining, maybe some Christmas cheer. Maybe that's going to go towards that. So it's going to be absolutely amazing. So in this show, we are talking Grinchmas in July. What's it all about? Have a look at this. I really want to do this. It makes me want to put the Christmas tree up right now and do it. Now, there are, like we say, there are a number of different itineraries you can take from the back end of June into July on these Grinchmas in July cruises. They range from 3 to 12 nights in duration, and all of them are on our website as well, which is cruiseaway.com.au. You just think about it for a second. It makes total sense, doesn't it? I mean, there we are in July. It's winter, so we are going to move Christmas to winter and make it all fit. Do you know what I mean? It just makes sense, doesn't it? And having the Grinch around as well means that on board, there are just going to be so many different events going on. The atmosphere on Carnival anyway is fun, fun, fun. So let's get back on board Carnival Splendor, because we've got now the three-nighter. Now the three-nighter is literally just 3 nights of cruising. You're not going anywhere. You're literally just going out of Sydney. You are cruising to nowhere and back. But it's all about Christmas on board. Now Carnival is absolutely brilliant, and it's brilliant for everyone, because if you're a couple that just want peace and quiet, there are places on the ship for you to absolutely do that. And by the way, if you're looking at these cruises and you're thinking, well, I like the look of the ship, but I'm not sure about this Grinchmas in July thing with all the kids running around. Well, listen, Splendor's going to be around for the next couple of years out of Sydney, so you'll have plenty of opportunities to cruise many other places. We're just highlighting right now these Grinchmas in July offers because they're absolutely fantastic. You saw the sweet shop just there as well, cherry on top. Absolutely brilliant, like the biggest selection of pick and mix you have ever seen. Kids of all ages as well, beautifully looked after, of course. There are loads and loads of facilities on board for the kids. You've got Camp Ocean, Circle C, Club O2. Then they're all for different age groups as well. So it's not like the teens are going to be in with the toddlers. There's lots of different things. You can see things like mini golf and activities that are going on up on the top deck. The whole family can be involved in. Lots of live entertainment as well. The big playlist production shows, of course. They also do live game shows. I think we saw a hint of it earlier as well. And they'll also do theme parties. And of course, those theme parties, with it being Grinchmas in July, they're going to be a bit festive, I think, aren't they? So it's going to be lots of singing carols and wearing rubbish Christmas jumpers. And remember, that could win you prizes on board because they have competitions for the most outrageous Christmas sweater. So make sure you raid the wardrobe. So this one, as I say, it's not about destinations. We've got 3 nights of cruising. We are essentially cruising out of Sydney to nowhere and back, and just enjoying the wonder of Carnival Splendor. Right, now this is the 13th of July. We can put a deposit down on this right now if you want to book it today. $100 each gets it sorted. And look at the price tag here. And bear in mind that your food, your entertainment, all of those wonderful Christmas-themed stuff that's going on the ship, all included in that price tag there of under $500 each right now, which is brilliant. And another reason to book it right now is that we'll also include up to 200 Aussie dollars of onboard spend per cabin back to you. Now you can use that for things like shopping in Cherry on Top in the sweet shop. You can use it for pamper treatments, you can use it for drinks, you can use it for specialty dining that you might want to treat yourself to. Loads and loads of different options, but it means it gives you a nice little healthy head start towards the start of your holiday, which is brilliant, because this is just a cheeky little alternative from doing one of those little Christmas themed mini cruises in Sydney Harbour. This is 3 nights of cruising with Carnival and with the Grinch being there as well. It's amazing. Now, if we want to upgrade from inside to ocean view or balcony or look at that ocean view upgrade. Oh my word. Definitely, definitely. Even the balcony's really, really good price there, actually. Fantastic. If you want to know more, speak to the team. Remember, it's toll-free 1300 306 134 is our telephone number, and all of these Grinchmas in July cruises are on the website as well, CruiseAway.com.au. I tell you what, it's going to be the most amazing atmosphere, let me tell you. There's something magical about Christmas, isn't there? But of course, as we know, Christmas in Australia is quite a kind of, pleasant and sunny affair. It kind of, the season doesn't really match the season, does it? So having Christmas in July when we're in winter, it's kind of, we're bringing Christmas to winter and bringing the two together. It kind of makes sense, doesn't it? Having the Grinch on board, of course, the kids will absolutely love it. Loads and loads of themed activities and quizzes and shows and movies. You've got the Christmas tree there. You've got the turkey, the tinsel, the mince pies. It is all there for you. It's all about Christmas, but with the Grinch. But a happy Grinch as well, as we'll see again in just a moment. But first, let's take the longest one of these Grinchmas in July cruises, and this is a 12-nighter down to the South Pacific. Now, this one goes on the 16th of July, and I think I'm right in saying this is the final opportunity to do one of these, and certainly the longest. So, back on Carnival Splendor in Sydney. Of course, if you need flights from other cities to Sydney, just let us know. We can sort that out for you. Again, I think Christmas is all about family, isn't it? So actually a cruise like this is a really amazing opportunity. If you don't get a lot of time to see the family because you're dotted around here, there and everywhere, maybe you're even in different countries, this is a brilliant cruise for bringing everyone together. Especially after the last few years, our travel plans have been really quite frustrated. So if you want the opportunity to be able to go on a really, really special holiday, then bringing Christmas into the mix makes people feel good anyway, because you can do the whole everyone brings presents thing. You can do the whole dressing up for Christmas, wearing your Christmas shirts, wearing your Christmas jumpers, joining in on all the activities that are going on. I think it's going to be absolutely fantastic. It's going to be brilliant. And there'll be lots of activities for the kids to do as well, like arts and crafts. Now, you can get involved in that if you want to as well. So it's a good way of, mum and dad, nan and granddad, aunts and uncles, cousins, getting together and just having that brilliant family time. And of course, if you are cruising with other people, you can all go off and do your own individual thing during the day if you want to. Come together for the evening events, for dinner and the shows and all of that kind of stuff. Brilliant. Right, let's take this one then, shall we? It's 12 fabulous nights of Grinchmas in July out of Sydney, and we go first into New May in New Caledonia, of course. Lots and lots of different attractions there. Wonderful beaches, of course, and the Aberdeen Lighthouse. Then we will move on to Mystery Island in Vanuatu. Again, going to the massage hut. Now, that might be well needed as a little Christmas present. Oh, that could be a good Christmas present to someone, couldn't it, actually? Then we go into Port Denararu, should I say, in Fiji. Easy for you to say. Again, beautiful. Tivua Island there looks stunning, doesn't it? Really, really sweet. Then we go into Dravuni Island. These places are fascinating, great to discover. I'd have loved to go to these kind of places when I was a kid, by the way. I'm just asking for an extra Christmas present here. Then we come back into New May. Again, you've got lots and lots of different shore excursion opportunities from Carnival as you go through the cruise, and then we will cruise back into Sydney. Again, a big adventure, this one. As I say, this is the longest one. I think this is the big sort of meaty family holiday. If you are doing that family reunion, or you're just saying, right, okay, let's do something wild, wacky, and completely and utterly different. A cruise is great. You know, you might even be booking this as your very first ever cruise with the family. And you might be thinking, is a cruise right for us? Well, you've seen the kind of atmosphere there is on board as well. You're meeting new people the whole time. If you're taking the kids with you as well, they're socialising with other kids as well, and that's always great, isn't it? For them to make new friends. Could be the equivalent of, do you remember when we were kids, like we'd have pen pals and we'd write to them? Well, these days it's all on smartphones and it's all TikTok and chit chat and all of that kind of stuff, isn't it? That they're sending messages, but they can do that straight away. So actually, a cruise is just brilliant at bringing people together in a completely different way. We've got some onboard spend on this one as well. If you book right now, up to 400 Aussie dollars onboard credit per cabin. If you book this offer right now, that's really good. 400, that would be amazing, wouldn't it? Right, let's look at the price tag there. You will look at this at the price per night and you'll say, hang on a minute. So all the Christmas themed activities, all of the whole, you know, turkey and mince pies and the competitions and the events and the crafts and the deck parties and your food and your entertainment and so much more, and all those pools and the places for the kids to go and everything, all included at under $100 a night. I know, it's ridiculous. This is why you should get on board for this, pardon the pun, as quickly as you possibly can. That was my Christmas cracker joke. Let's have a look at the details if you want to upgrade. Yeah, I heard silence all around me there. Obviously wasn't the best one, was it? There's your price if you want to go up to ocean view, up to balcony, or up to your suite on this one. It is the biggest of these Grinchmas in July cruises. So they range from the end of June through July, between 3 and 12 nights in duration. So this is the longest one. This is the one I think I'd want to go for, actually. You know what? If you're a big fan of Christmas, if you like having the Christmas lights up all year round, if you can't wait to start getting the house decorated for Christmas, you could do that before you actually go away on this Grinchmas cruise, couldn't you? You could decorate the house ready, put the tree up, put the decorations up. The neighbours will think you've gone absolutely round the twist. But you can say, well, hang on a second, I haven't done my Christmas yet. I'm about to go and do my Grinchmas for 12 nights on Carnival Splendor. Incredible. Call us now, 1300 306 134, or go onto the website cruiseaway.com.au and grab that as quickly as you possibly can. Now listen, I think it's been far too long since we've seen the, what do we call him? The man, the creature, the character, the Grinch. I think it's a long time since we've seen the Grinch. So let's go and see what he's up to with Carnival. I tell you what, I want to do it. I really want to. I want to come with you. When you book one of those, see if you've got a tiny, tiny, tiny corner in a case. I don't take up much room. I'm only pint sized, let me tell you, and I'll come with you. I would just love to do that. Carnival Splendor is going to be decked out, absolutely decked out. Massive Christmas tree, all decorated, which makes you feel good anyway, doesn't it? Because you know that Christmas generally is a time to relax. Well, depends who's doing the cooking, doesn't it? And that's a good point, actually. It means that none of you are doing the cooking. The team on board are doing all the hard work for you. All you need to do is go and enjoy all of the festivities. By the way, talking about Christmas, you know when you're at home doing Christmas, there are some parts during the day where you think, we're just sitting here, we're waiting for something to happen. We're waiting for dinner to be cooked, or, you know, there's nothing really to do. I can't be doing with another game of monotony, or, you know, that word game, or whatever it is that you want to do. I don't want to be doing those kind of things. And on Carnival Splendor, there's always something to do. There's a full programme of events, and they're all festive themed as well. Listen, you're going to love these. If you've just joined us, let me just remind you of the offers that we've got for you right now. All with onboard spend coming back your way as well, which is really, really good. Up to $400 per cabin on most of these offers, which is just superb. Right, let's start then with the 9-night Grinchmas in July to the South Pacific. That goes on the 30th of June. Going to be an amazing trip, that one. That goes down to New May, Mystery Island, back to New May and then back into Sydney. But this is not necessarily about the destinations. This is about Grinchmas on board. So that first offer there from 789 includes up to 400 Aussie dollars per cabin onboard credit. And that is credit for you to spend on treatments, specialty dining, drinks, do whatever you want with it. The second one then is the 4-night Grinchmas in July. Now that goes on the 9th of July. 4 nights there in and out of Sydney, and you're going down to Tangalooma on Moreton Island, which is beautiful. There is so much to do down there. Now that's from $575 each, and you'll get up to 200 Aussie dollars onboard credit per cabin. The onboard credit is all dependent on which grade of cabin you actually go for. The third one we've got on the screen there is the 3-nighter. That's the weekend getaway. Now, this is essentially a cruise out of Sydney to nowhere and back, but it's 3 nights of cruising, all Grinchmas in July. So it's all just about enjoying what's on board, having great time with the family, enjoying the parties, all of the turkey and tinsel and everything else that's going on. It's going to be brilliant. 3 nights goes on the 13th of July. Look at that price tag, from $482. Brilliant. You can put a $100 each deposit down on that to book it today. And if you do book it today, you'll get up to 200 Aussie dollars onboard credit per cabin. And then the one on the left-hand side, so on the banner going down the left of the screen there, you've got the longest of these Grinchmas in July cruises, which is the 12-nighter going down to the South Pacific. Going to be absolutely incredible, this one. Going down to New May, Mystery Island, Port Denararu, Dravuni Island, New May and back into Sydney at $1,199 each. You can put a $200 each deposit down on that to book it now. And if you do book it now, you'll get up to $400 of onboard credit coming your way. It's going to be absolutely incredible. Listen, well, it's not very often at this time of the year I'm going to be able to say to you, Merry Christmas. So, Merry Christmas, or Merry Grinchmas, I should say, because I think you and your lot should definitely think about taking one of these cruises with the Grinch there, with the Christmas tree, with the turkey, the mince pies. Do you know what? And all of those fabulous competitions they're going to do on board as well, including the worst and most outrageous Christmas sweater. I might put this shirt in for that competition. Anyway, Merry Grinchmas. I'll see you back here soon. Take care.